Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Humaira and I'll be presenting to you Learning Management System for Kafa Baitul Hikmah. So these are the content. Okay, so what is Learning Management System? What is Baitul Hikmah? So first of all, we all know that education is the process of learning or acquisition of knowledge. So educational methods includes teaching, training, discussion, and research. So it is not restricted to the schools and institutions only. So home may be the first schools to the children, but formal education starts at schools. So education, we know that it is very important to main in shaping the behavior of the students to be a better human being. So in Malaysia, this education system provides 11 years of basic education to every child in the country. So it includes primary education and secondary education. So each education systems may differ with each other, but they have the same conventional education method, which is teaching and learning face to face formally in schools. So these styles of teaching has always been considered effective and the best method of teaching. So however, students nowadays have already access to the new technology which helps them learn and retain information in a better way. So that's where learning management systems come in. So learning management system is a software program, a web-based technology used to organize, manage, and access a structured learning process. It is method which could improve the efficiency of teaching and learning. So Baitul Hikmah, which is the title of my project, which is the name of my LMS, is a web-based learning management system created to organize and deliver learning materials content, monitor student activities, and assess their performance activity. So this system also provide interactive features so that they can interact with the students, so that the students can interact with the teachers out of the classroom. Okay, so why we need this learning management system? So first of all, the inflexible hours. So Kafa Baitul Hikmah is an Islamic primary schools. So this Islamic primary schools is under JAKIM. So JAKIM has allocated of a total 360 minutes per week, which equal to 36 hours per month. So teacher have to play an important role in transferring knowledge to the student in this required time. However, with a total of 30 minutes per subject, these inflexible hours may result to strict schedules and problems to the learning outcome. So the student can only gain knowledge from this limited time and they may have problem in focusing and giving their full attention to the lessons. Okay, next, this traditional method is also could be a problem to some students who are a passive students. So some student, these students require extra efforts in understanding a lesson. So by giving the same method, by teaching the same method to these students is unfair as they may be too shy or embrace to ask questions. So this result for these students to be a passive listener in the classroom. Next, we all know that the COVID-19 pandemic has hit us globally, so most physical institutions and schools have to follow social restrictions by closing them for several months. So this result to changes from the conventional learning system, from the conventional learning process to online learning and distance education. So although online learning has been implemented, so there seems to be a problem in delivering these lessons because teacher may send lesson material through WhatsApp, Google Forms, and worksheets to the students' parents, which subsequently given to the students. So teacher cannot fairly manage conduct proper assessment. Some students could not even access the messenger apps and some materials also cannot be accessible back because sometimes the material could be suddenly be available or maybe um, corrupted. And lastly, although the schools may provide a textbook and activity book, but if the teacher want to give an extra learning material such as video, animations, so this could be done only in the classroom. So this extra material would not be accessible to the student outside of the classroom. Okay, the objective of this project is first to identify the current execution and problem with the existing teaching and learning management process in the government-aided Islamic primary school Kafa Integrasi Baitul Hikmah, to develop the learning management system that provide a platform for teachers and students to manage better teaching and learning, and to evaluate the usability of the developed systems. So, okay, this idea is not a new idea. So actually, it has been implemented in Malaysia, and it has also implemented in higher education system. But nowadays, after the COVID-19 pandemic hits, we have to ensure the continuity of the education. So that is why we could use this learning management system. We could use this opportunity to use and interact with this learning management system. So learning management system provides asynchronous interaction at any time, everywhere, with the presence of internet connection. So, okay, so as we all know, Moodle is most probably used in the higher educations. As for VLE, it has been implemented by the government to the primary schools and secondary schools. But for these particular schools, which is private schools, they cannot be benefited from this same program. So that is why I think these management systems will be a great idea for them to start using this to continue their education. As for Google Classroom, we can see that there is a limited features that has only been given to the students and teachers. They can only upload their assignment, maybe grade their assignments, but they cannot do more than that. So most of the system online, just as I told you, is only limited to several features and modules. They may have to pay more to use more features. While for these Islamic primary schools could not get advantage from the system that has been provided to them by the government, this LMS is created to be customized to their needs. So Baitul Hikmah learning management system is an alternative tool to continue their education. All of the function and features will be centralized in one system, which user can explore and benefit from it. So since this system is created specifically for Kafa Integrasi Hikmah, it has richer functionality, more flexibility, and customizable. So if in the future the school want to change their UI, UX, or content, they can easily change it to their preferences. So next, this system also has a better support because compared to the other learning management system, they have to follow through a certain procedure. Maybe if they want to report some things, they have to go through a certain procedures, and that may be a lengthy procedure. So for this system, if the user face any problem and report it to the developer, so the developer which have the deep understanding of the system can attend it to it and solve it as soon as possible. Furthermore, all of the files and data that has been uploaded in the system can be managed by the schools, and then they will not have a problem in losing it or having difficulties on tracking it or managing. Okay, so LMS has been proven their functionalities. Of course, in this COVID-19 pandemics, we have seen that there are advantages to the education system. So its accessibility makes students easily access the system from any geographical locations. So lesson can also be studied at any time, anywhere, at a comfortable time and places. So this is really important to the primary students since the parents have to take the initiative and teach lesson to the children. So working parents can choose the suitable time to monitor their children's study. So students can also assess their own progress by monitoring their performance on the quiz and assignments given by the teacher. So this helps them given a skill, given we give them the skills to find lesson material on the internet and learn more about the particular subject. Okay, so for the commercial value, according to the report titled Learning Management System Market 2028 to 2021 to 2028, published by the Fortune Business Insights, we can see that they reported that this global market exhibit a significant growth, and they are projected to grow from USD 13.38 billion in 2021 to USD 44.49 billion in 2028 at a compound annual growth rate of 18%. So there will be more demand for smart and interactive learning platforms. um, there will be more demands on open online courses, mobile education, online tutorials, so for training and learning sessions. So educational institutes can adopt the tools to support and enhance the learning process and teaching efficiencies. So we can see that the top key players in this market, such as Blackboard, Cornerstone on Demand, Oracle, and IBM, they are focusing a continuous development of their product by leveraging advanced technologies to meet the demand of the industry specific. So we can see that is all from me. Thank you.